You are watching Good Morning Vail, broadcasting from Oktoberfest in Beaver Creek. Everything begins at 11 o'clock, but the party has already started. With me right now, I have Stefen Jochum of the Trachtenkapelle band, correct? I hope I'm pronouncing that right. And Aurel, who'll be sharing with us the food and fare that goes with Oktoberfest. You guys had a crazy time getting here. How are you guys doing now that you're finally in Beaver Creek?
Oh, it was kind of a nightmare. It took us 4 days getting from Frankfurt to Beaver Creek because they shut down the airport, and then we had to stay a night in Frankfurt and another one and another one, and then we were finally in the plane, and after 4 hours we had to return because the engine had a problem, and so we finally arrived last night or last morning at 4 a.m.
The band, how did you all spend your time just hanging out in Frankfurt waiting for a plane?
So our focus was getting on stage here in Beaver Creek, and we were always in contact. But so there is the first night in Frankfurt, the second night in Frankfurt, the third night in Frankfurt, so we almost know all the restaurants and bars and hotels. It was kind of a guided hotel tour throughout
The
Frankfurt.
first beer in Frankfurt, the second beer in Frankfurt, the third beer in Frankfurt, and then the plane ride. All right, so the Trachtenkapelle band, did I pronounce that right? Trachtenkapelle.
Yeah, Trachtenkapelle is right, but it's the Trachtenkapelle from Lecture's Beaver Creek sister resort, but you're very good on the name, yeah?
Thank you very much. And so tell us about the music and what we're going to experience.
Yeah, it's Austrian Oompa music. We brought 9 musicians, and yeah, you have to be here because it's typical Austrian, and we can't wait to perform up there. So if you want to dance a little polka or marches or waltz, so you should be here because on a day like today. So this is paradise, and we almost got up here to Beaver Creek, and now we're ready to go.
We're glad that you guys made it. You've been here every year. Oktoberfest has been going on for 17 years. What has that experience been like sharing this music with us?
So it started very slowly, but meanwhile we have the feeling that we are like locals because everybody said, oh, hi, you're back, and
yeah.
Can't wait to hear your music, and we have many friends here, and we just enjoy this weekend. This is kind in our schedule. This is one of the #1 weekends in our year.
It is a huge time to be here. Bring a huge appetite. We're going to meet Aurel right now. And so you are, where do you live?
I live also in Lech,
okay.
But I was working here 2 years before, and at the Park Hyatt actually, right over here. But it's my first time in summer. I was here in winter, only in winter, and it's the first time for me at Oktoberfest. So I'm happy cooking for you guys.
All right, speaking of cooking, we know that there's going to be bratwurst, and it's going to be beer. That's the fare that goes with this experience. But some will learn for the first time and taste for the first time Grüstel. Am I pronouncing Grüstel the right way?
Yeah, that's the right pronunciation. And it's actually an Austrian dish. It's not a German dish. It's from Tyrol in Austria, and it was a farmer dish actually. And it's kind of easy to make, but also the easy dishes are sometimes, you know, if you mess them up, they don't taste good. So it's pretty easy to make. It's basically potatoes and bacon and some boiled meat inside, onions, and but it tastes really good. It's an awesome taste.
Okay, so I've had it before. It's delicious. I feel like there's some kind of special seasoning and ingredient that goes with Grüstel. Have you been told not to share with us the secret ingredients of Grüstel?
There's basically not really a secret, but I mean, we arrived yesterday. And I don't know if they have the correct seasoning over here.
Oh,
so
you didn't bring it?
No, it's not allowed to bring it to the States.
Oh, wow.
So we will see how that works.
Okay. So how is it? How do we eat Grüstel? Do we use our hands? Is it a delicate eating? Something more intimate? You use a fork?
We use a fork normally. And of course, it's on a plate.
Right, of course. Well, I've had it actually in a bowl. So when it comes to cooking Grüstel, is this something that requires like a long cooking time, marinating and just creating that aromatic flavor around?
There's some secrets with it. For example, you use 2 pans because one you're making like the potatoes that they get nice and brown.
Oh yeah.
And on the other side, you make the meat and stuff, and then you mix them together, and then you're done. You're finished. And there's normally like a warm kraut salad, like a cold salad with it. We serve that with it, and that makes like the typical taste.
All right, so you're going to be at your chef's table serving up Grüstel, so we can find you right here on the plaza next to the ice rink, not too far from the band. The band will be standing right over here, and to find out more about what's happening in Beaver Creek this weekend, log on to beavercreek.com. Check out the Trachtenkapelle band. Petty Fever, they're tuning up as we speak. Check out the Grüstel, bring your Stein, and the Papa music will be here. Just don't spill your beer, right? Is there a faux pas with that?
Yeah, I think you should be safe and get a Stein and don't spill it, drink it. That's That's the main thing you have to do.
All right, thank you very much, Stefan and Aurel. You are watching. Brian Ellen. The family, yes, these guys are locals. Look at this. You're walking in the middle of the show. What is that, a Kanye moment? We'll be right back with more Good Morning Vail.